Hello everybody and welcome to That's Football. I think in football, whether it's the Super League, breaking of a world transfer record, there are moments in football that you remember. And I think tonight we've been delivered with a moment in football that we will remember. And we'll have to embrace it whether we want to or not. And that is that Lionel Messi will leave Barcelona. This is officially announced by Barcelona and Lionel Messi and Fabrizio Romano and everybody else that basically they are leaving because of clear economic and structural obstacles. Despite the fact that Barcelona and Lionel Messi had agreed a clear intention for Messi to stay at Barcelona, it stumbled because of economic and structural obstacles. And this is probably to do with the Super League, to be honest with you. This is to do with Barcelona and Real Madrid and the ridiculous amounts of money that has been spent. Barcelona, to be honest with you, are an advert in spending silly money and plunging themselves into financial mess. £130 million on Dembele, flop. £130 million on Coutinho, flop. £100 million on Griezmann, not quite worked out. Messi on £1 million a week. It's not sustainable. It's not sustainable. And Barcelona fell foul of that. And Messi will leave Barcelona. And it's very, very sad. We'll talk about where he can go next. But the Spanish football, the La Liga, is in a mess. And Barcelona and Real Madrid will bounce back. I fully expect that to happen at some point. But it's very, very sad that Lionel Messi, whose career has been Barcelona, is now on his way out of Barcelona for financial reasons. I don't think Messi was intending on leaving. Whether he was happy or not, I don't think he was intending on leaving this summer. And it's sad to think that Messi, in his 30s, is going to leave Barcelona and go elsewhere. But there'll be plenty of takers. The dangerous, precarious situation is that Lionel Messi, arguably one of the world's best ever footballers, is in a situation where he's out of contract. He's out of contract. There is no transfer fee to play for the world's greatest player-elect. And therefore, there will be no shortage of takers. And he will get ridiculous money because he is the world's best player. And Barcelona can't afford to keep him, so he will go. Where he's going to go now, look, for me, I think if Pep can get him, he'll get him at Manchester City. Harry Kane might be a little bit worried. I think Harry Kane's a fantastic player, but Lionel Messi is a false nine. I mean, it's not rocket science to try and do that. PSG can definitely afford to do that deal as well, and they'll be looking at it. I don't think a Manchester United can do this. I don't think a Manchester United would do this. I don't think... for me, there's only three clubs that can do this. Chelsea, Man City and PSG. And all three of them are owned by billionaires. So that is probably where he's going to end up. My initial inkling is that he will go to PSG. It'd be very interesting to see what the chat have got to say. I mean, look, Lionel Messi at Barcelona, he'll probably have an easier time at PSG and Man City than he'll have at Barcelona. The legacy at Barcelona will stand the test of time. But towards the end, that Barcelona side has degraded and Messi's had to carry it. If he goes to PSG, there'll be other people to share the load in an easier league because the French league is easier than La Liga. And the Champions League will become the focus. If he goes to Manchester City or even a Chelsea, yes, the Premier League's very hard, but he'll find himself surrounded with fantastic players. So Messi is going to earn more money and have an easier ride at PSG, Man City or Chelsea or wherever else he goes. But the Barcelona thing is a sad thing. Daryl from Norwich with his Messi kit is going to be having to buy a new kit. But jokes aside, this is horrible for Barcelona fans. Barcelona have a huge worldwide following. It's not great for Barcelona fans as it is. Losing Messi, I can only imagine what this will feel like. And I don't feel like being sanctimonious or laughing at Barcelona. I mean, look, Barcelona could be Manchester United, they could be Liverpool, they could be Arsenal, they could be Juventus, they could be Bayern Munich. One of the biggest clubs in the world on their knees, losing their greatest ever player. It's not a great situation for Barcelona to be in, but this is happening. I think this is an acceptance from Barcelona that they have to do it. Financially, they just can't do what they want to do. We knew that they had to clear a lot of wages. He's officially a free agent. There is no transfer fee. It is just an absolute nightmare for Barcelona. It really is, and it has a massive impact on the rest of the transfer market because PSG, maybe we're looking at Pogba. They won't be doing that if they get Messi. Manchester City may be looking at Harry Kane. They won't be doing that if they're getting Messi. Chelsea may be looking at Lukaku. They won't be doing that if they get Messi. And the roll-on effect is that Messi leaves Barcelona and becomes the primary target of this transfer window. No Sancho, no Lukaku, no Grealish, no deal is going to eclipse what is about to happen. The world's greatest player, free agent, just before the start of a new season. And where is he going to go? Would I like to see him in the Premier League? No, I mean, look, I think Man City are the favourites anyway. You put Lionel Messi into a Man City shirt and you may as well give them everything. That on paper, you may as well give them everything. It doesn't always work out like that. The PSG project might be interesting for him. To go and join Neymar at PSG with the front three of Mbappe, Neymar and Messi is very interesting. I mean, they'll tear the French league up. It becomes an exhibition. You know, they can't not win that league anyway, really. But with Messi in that team, they instantly become French champions and they become one of the favourites for the Champions League. I think that's where it gets very interesting. But I didn't want to see Messi leaving Barcelona. I wouldn't turn my nose up at Messi at Manchester United, but I always wanted to see Messi in the Premier League, and if we get to see that, great. But I wanted to see Messi in the Premier League in his 20s. To see him in the Premier League in his 30s is still better than nothing, but I don't really want to see him in a Man City or Chelsea shirt. So, yeah, I mean, where's he going to end up? I suppose that's the big question. But you can't lose sight of the fact that this is huge. You can't lose sight of the fact that this is a horrible, horrible situation for Barcelona, who are a big club, whatever you think about them. And where he ends up next, I think that is very interesting. It becomes a bidding war. I mean, effectively, as a Manchester United fan, we've spoken about this quite a lot recently, about how Paul Pogba, running his contract down, will have a pick next summer. Well, hello, welcome to that now. That's what you've got now. Unexpected for a lot of people, but suddenly Messi has a free pick of where he wants to go. And really, it's about who can pump in the biggest money. And for me, there's only 2 or 3 clubs that can do that, like I say. This is about the oil money clubs, PSG, Juventus. It's not PSG, Manchester City. And maybe Chelsea. Maybe Chelsea can get into it. But there's a big signing on fee here. And there's a big, massive wages here. And I just think, you know, it's a no-brainer for any club to try and get in on this. Because Messi is a massive shirt seller. He's the best player in the world. He's still going to be able to offer a lot. And he massively enhances your chances of winning the Champions League. And that is ultimately what PSG and Manchester City are in a race to do. They can win their domestic leagues, but they want to win the Champions League. Well, hello. Messi makes a lot of sense. So we'll see what happens. Please smash a like on the video. Make sure you subscribe, of course. Messi is leaving Barcelona. There's no U-turn on this. He is leaving Barcelona. It's not even necessarily what Messi wants to do. There was an agreement with Barcelona. Economically, they've just not been able to get it sorted. And, you know, it now becomes this big race about where Messi goes next. For me, it's Man City or PSG. I don't want to be disrespectful to Chelsea, but I think it's Man City or PSG. It's a bidding war. Pep will do everything he can to get Messi. PSG will want him as well. I've always felt that PSG would be the place he will go. If I've got to pick, I think it will be PSG, but I will be not surprised if he ends up at Man City. The Pep connection, they've got the money, and I expect there'll be some very big phone calls going on now about how they can do this deal, both from Paris and from Manchester. So let's see what happens next. Get your comments in below. What are your thoughts on this? For Barcelona, this is a huge, probably the biggest blow of their existence. Not in their existence, but certainly of the last, however, it's their biggest blow in decades. It's absolutely huge. And yeah, we'll have to just wait and see what happens with it. Get your comments in below. Smash a like, subscribe, and we'll see what happens next.